I'm in Riviera Maya, Mexico, just south of Cancun, and I brought along my skin diving mask here to make a point about discernment. You see, understanding these character-based principles of police dynamics is like putting on a scuba mask where you can see below the surface. It's understanding the deeper reasons as to why things happen, going below the surface, going below the behavior, so that you can see the character that has produced that behavior. That's what discernment is all about. The character quality of discernment is understanding the deeper reasons as to why things happen. So if you're a supervisor, you need to be able to put on your supervision goggles so that you can see into the heart of the matter. But even if you're a patrol officer or an investigator or just any other type of employee, or even as a parent, to be able to have that gift of discernment, that supervision, so that you can see below the surface. For those of you that have been skin diving, or if you're scuba certified, I'm going scuba diving tomorrow, as a matter of fact, while I'm here, you understand that when you look at the surface of the water, it's very, very difficult to make out anything below the surface. But once you put your mask on and you look below the surface, things become much more clear. That's what discernment is all about, looking beyond behavior, because most of the stuff that we do in law enforcement and in leadership is all behavior-based. You know, it's really the fundamental difference between ethics and character is that ethics is all about behavior. You have ethical standards of conduct, ethical standards of behavior. You do this, you don't do that, because it would be unethical to do so. Character goes beyond that. Character goes below the surface of behavior and looks into the heart of the matter, looks into the motivation that would drive a person to do something either good or bad. And discernment is a critical skill for us to have as a leader, as a patrol officer, as an investigator, as a parent. Doesn't matter, because we need to be able to see into the heart of what's motivating someone. If we're an investigator, you know, perhaps it's going to help us catch the criminal by having that level of discernment, or find a lost child, perhaps, by having that level of discernment. Or a patrol officer, this could be more important to you, more valuable than a ballistic vest in terms of ensuring your street survival, because it's all about that street savvy and knowing when something's not right, knowing when someone's about to make a move or about to do something that might put you in danger. So having that level of discernment is so important. And what I want to do now in the police dynamics training here on the website is start to go deeper. So you bring along your discernment mask, bring along your scuba tank or your snorkel, so that we can dive deep and get into some of these more advanced principles, gaining that level of discernment so you can understand why and how character influences behavior. You can begin to predict outcomes if you understand these principles properly, and then apply the understanding of these principles so that we can predict consequences, we can avoid the undesirable consequences, and we can reap the benefits of making decisions based upon the principles of good character. That's what I mean by discernment.